Among the 12 apostles of Jesus Christ, there was one who was known not by strength of arm or fiery speech, but by love. His name was John, the son of Zebedee, brother of James, a fisherman by trade, and later the apostle whom the church would remember as the beloved disciple. John was young when Jesus called him. Alongside his brother James, he worked mending nets by the Sea of Galilee. One day Jesus passed by and said only 2 words, "Follow me." Without hesitation, John left his nets, his boat, and his father and followed the Master. From that moment on, his life would never be the same. John was part of Jesus' inner circle together with Peter and James. He witnessed moments few others saw: the raising of Jairus' daughter, the transfiguration on Mount Tabor, and the agony in the Garden of Gethsemane. He saw both the glory and the suffering of Christ. Though gentle by nature, John was once called a son of thunder. In his youth, he was fiery and ambitious. He wanted power and recognition. Yet under the patient teaching of Jesus, his heart was transformed. At the Last Supper, John the Apostle and Evangelist reclined close to Jesus. While the others were troubled, John leaned upon the Lord's chest and listened to the heartbeat of God. It was John who asked Jesus who would betray him, not out of curiosity, but out of intimacy and trust. When Jesus was arrested, most of the disciples fled in fear, but John followed him to the courtyard of the high priest and later to the foot of the cross. There, beneath the wood of suffering, stood John with Mary, the mother of Jesus. As Jesus hung upon the cross, he looked down and entrusted his mother to John, saying, "Behold your mother." And to Mary, he said, "Behold your son." From that hour, John took Mary into his home. He became not only a witness to the cross, but a guardian of the Mother of God. John was present on the morning of the resurrection. When Mary Magdalene announced that the tomb was empty, John ran with Peter. He arrived first, yet waited. When he entered the tomb and saw the linen cloths, he believed. His faith was quiet, deep, and complete. During persecution, John the Apostle was arrested and exiled to the island of Patmos. There in prayer and suffering, he received a great vision, the revelation. He saw Christ glorified the struggle between good and evil and the final victory of God. He wrote not to frighten the church, but to give it hope. Unlike the other apostles, John did not die a martyr's death. Instead, he lived to old age, bearing witness through teaching and love. Over and over again, he would say, "Only this, little children love one another."